Hi, this is hi. Hi. That could have been an outtake, but it's just going to be the start of the video. This is a little behind the scenes how-to of how we're making the video The Dino Sleeps Tonight. This is my pal Zedfot Ziffel. I'm going to show you what he's doing in just a minute. First, I'm going to show you what I did this morning. So, this is my recording program that I use, Adobe Audition, and I recorded a bunch of little parts that are going to loop over and over again. So, this is like a lot, but I really didn't do that. All I did was this much, 4 bars of each part. So, let's listen to this. So I got the wimoe and the ukulele. I played those together so the ukulele would keep me on tune. And here's some harmony, the third and the fifth. And here comes another high harmony. And you can hear the bongos. And add the cuica. And then we just loop those over and over again. That's what will be behind us when we're playing. And then this track at the top here that says live vocals and uke, that will be the actual performance. We're doing it like we do a lot of jam videos, which is that we record some stuff beforehand or after, but it's all based on one actual live performance. And so what you're watching on this video of me singing the lead vocals and playing the ukulele, that's real. What you're watching is what you're hearing. Whereas the rest, like when I set up a bunch of stuffies and pretend that's me doing, or pretend it's them doing the harmonies, obviously that's fake. I already recorded that. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is some of the video things we're going to do for the part where Zedfot Ziffel's up in one corner of the screen and Kazoo's in the other corner of the screen. At least that's my idea right now. It might change, and you'll know because you've probably already seen the video, because this is the behind the scenes of the video that hasn't yet been made, but it will be made. It is being made right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first wrap some fabric around my hand underneath Zedfot Ziffel. I've noticed in past videos that because he's such a small puppet, you kind of see the hand and it doesn't look that good. So this black fabric will kind of make him blend in a little better. We might be able to do some cool stuff with green screen in the future too. If I wore like a green fabric, then it would erase that and he would just be floating in the air. That would be kind of cool. So we're going to film that. We only really need to film a few seconds because we'll use the same footage every time it happens. Now the audio, the sound that we're going to use for the final recording is going to be like, mixed in this program that I just showed you. It's going to be like polished, but I'm going to keep the sound. Actually, while I'm filming this little video clip, I'm going to be playing this loudly so that the camera can hear it, because then the program that we use to put the video together will find the right part in the song and put it in the right spot. Otherwise, I would have to do it manually, and it'd be a lot of work, and I'm really like meticulous and perfectionist sometimes, so that could take a long time. That's also why you see like take one, because you gotta if you make a noise like that at the start of the scene, you can actually see on the audio, see like the waveform, those are all hits of the bongo, right? You can actually see that. So if you were lining up the fancy audio with the camera audio, you'd actually be able to line up those hits. And it would even be easy to do it manually because you just see one's over top of the other. But the computer could also see it really easily too. So that's one of the practical functions of doing this. And then, what else? Oh, so, wait. Oh, yes, lighting. So, I've just recently learned about 3-point lighting. I am not a video expert, right? I'm kind of learning some of this stuff as I go. And so I'm learning by doing while you're learning by doing, but I'm learning slightly before you're learning, or maybe you learned before me. Maybe you can teach me and we can do together. That's the thing. It's not just one teacher. You could teach me that and we could learn by doing, and you could teach me how to be cool the way you're cool, and it's a beautiful thing. Anyways, I'm going to show you what I've so far learned about 3-point lighting, which is, let me show you an example. This is my key light. This is light number 1. It's the main light. It's kind of bright. It's right off to one side of me. And then here is light number 2, the fill light. Now the fill light is off to the other side. It's slightly less bright, or maybe like a little further away. I have mine pointing down. And so that counteracts some of the brightness and maybe shadow that the first light causes. And so those lights work together to light my face quite beautifully. I mean, it's not perfect, but... And then the third light is the fill light. Now, I didn't even need to do anything for the fill light because it's already there. And that may be the case for your lighting as well. Sometimes you just use the sun to your advantage, or the lights in the room, and go in the right spot. The fill light kind of fills up the back a bit so that it kind of separates me from the background. So I'm using the natural light from that window and that LED light back there. And it also helps that I'm like 10 feet away from the wall, so I really don't look like I'm blending into the wall. But this little guy, when we put him up against these guitars, you see how he kind of looks like he's kind of one with the guitar? And we're going to probably use this light, which is just a really cheap light I have. We're going to point it up and adjust it, and so hopefully he'll bounce out a little bit from that, and we'll have a little depth in the video. We ended up doing his vid in front of this sound baffle because it's black. That's what I'll show you for now. I hope this was helpful.